Right. And so this has really been extremely egregious. So on September 12th, Jamie Dimon says Bitcoin is a fraud. He says he'll fire any one of his traders buying Bitcoin. Bitcoin drops 24%. When Jamie Dimon speaks, people listen. So that weekend, we found out that the largest buyer of a Bitcoin fund that's in Europe that buys physical Bitcoin, right? The largest buyer was Morgan Stanley and JP Morgan. And that's not illegal.
He says it's a fraud.
It says he'll fire anyone that buys it. Yes.
And at the same time, his company is buying it.
His company is buying it.
So it's just, so unethical.
Right.
Okay, George Soros.
Hey, Crypto Warriors, it's Sergeant Crypto back at it again. Today is Sunday, the 30th of May, 2021. I started my intro for the video with a clip from this video, The Great Crypto Conspiracy. This was back from 2018 with Tiki Tiruari, and he was on the Glenn Beck show. I had to look it up, and I'm going to have it linked in the description below. Of course, do not listen to what these so-called smart money investors are saying. Look at what they are doing. All right? That's always been the play. It's been the play since the 90s during the internet bubble, and it's the play now. It was the play during the housing market, after the housing market crash, and it's the play now. All right? So let's get right into it. And this is the reason why here I keep watching, or videos keep popping up in my news feed about Mr. Kevin O'Leary from Shark Tank's fame, talking about Shark Tank Kevin O'Leary expects flood of institutional money into Bitcoin when ESG standards are met. Featured Bitcoin News. So he keeps talking about these quote-unquote blood coins coming from China, and that they only use dirty energy to mine the coins over there. That's why he invests in Bitcoin mining here in the United States, where the energy is clean. Like, he's trying to spin up this narrative right now. Dude, you just came to our space. You don't need to be trying to, well, I guess he does, because he's trying to corner the market, so to speak. But he just came to our space. Do not listen to this guy. He doesn't know what he's talking about when it comes to Bitcoin and the energy usage of Bitcoin. He's trying to spin this narrative about Bitcoin being dirty if it's being mined in China. And Bitcoin is a decentralized network where miners will, and it's been proven over and over and over again, where miners will go and use the cheapest energy available to them. It makes monetary sense for them to get the cheapest energy. If they're not spending half their budget on energy usage, then that's more Bitcoin for them. Like, that's just common sense. All right, it's just common sense. But here's another article right here. Shark Tank's Kevin O'Leary, narratives about institutional investors already wading into Bitcoin are BS. So he's saying institutional investors coming into Bitcoin is straight up BS. The institutional investors are already here. And you guys, there was an interview. I was trying to find the video, and I forgot to save it or something. But he basically, I think it was on Kitco. You guys could look it up. He was just on Kitco the other day. All right. And he basically stated in the video that Elon essentially got the tap on the shoulder. Elon Musk got the tap on the shoulder to talk about Bitcoin's, the negativity about Bitcoin's energy usage. He all but said it. Elon Musk got the tap on the shoulder, and he kind of brought it back, but the cat was already, the cat's out of the bag, so to speak. You already released it, but look it up. It's on Kitco. I'll try to find it and link it in the description below. But here is a quote coming directly from the man himself, Mr. Wonderful. You bring on guests all the time that say, oh, institutions are getting into Bitcoin. That's BS. They are not yet. There is no institution out there, any sovereign or pension plan, that's doing this yet, because they're not over the ESG issues. They need sustainability. Straight up lying to us. And this was an interview that he gave to TD Ameritrade, speaking on TD Ameritrade's network. So there's a TD Ameritrade, They're a banking institution, and they offer traditional stock market trading to their customers. And people people are watching these kind of news or these videos because they want to invest. People that are interested in investing. If he's telling them, no, institutions aren't coming in until this whole energy crisis, and I'm throwing up air quotes here, is solved, then they're not going to come in. Don't, it's straight up BS. However, if I go to this article right here, Bitcoin is coming to hundreds of US banks this year, says cryptocurrency firm NYDIG. Not going to read into it. I wanted to show this one right here was because in this interview right here, legacy banks should learn about stake and DeFi or risk extinction. Next one coming again, Fidelity Bitcoin Fund attracts $102 million in the first 9 months, but the institutions aren't coming. All right, new SEC filings show investment giants Wise Origin Bitcoin Index Fund is one of the largest of its kind, and this was as of May 26th, only 4 days ago. And wow, look at this one. JP Morgan to let clients invest in Bitcoin fund for the first time. And you know what kind of clients they're letting invest in Bitcoin in this Bitcoin fund of theirs? Institutional clients. Clients with a net worth of, I think it was $25 million or something like that. And they only could invest 1 to 3% or something like that of their net worth into Bitcoin. They're totally controlling their clients. But people are afraid to get into this space. They don't know that they could open up a Coinbase account. I don't know how, because you could just Google it, right? You could open up Gemini Coinbase account without the need for JP Morgan. But there you go. It says JP Morgan to let clients invest in Bitcoin fund for the first time. All right, next one. Bitcoin price could hit 650K, says JP Morgan. Remember, this is the same JP Morgan that said that Bitcoin is a fraud. This is the same JP Morgan where the CEO said that he would fire any of his traders if he found them to be dabbling in Bitcoin. He would fire them personally. This is the same JP Morgan, okay? Said that Bitcoin will hit 650K. This was back in December 21st of 2020. And they're not going to be releasing these type of news to their wealth clients if they didn't do their research. If they didn't think that it has a prospect of getting to this high eventually. They're not saying that it's going to happen within the year or whatever. They're talking about later on down the road, maybe 3 to 5 years from now, and maybe especially after the next halving coming in 2024. Right? So the year by the year 2025, they're looking at a 650K Bitcoin. So if you get in now, you'll be, what's that? 65 divided by 35. I can't do the math. Let's just go 650 divided by 35. Boom. So you'll be 18xing your money. Okay. So again, do not look at what they're saying, or don't listen to what they're saying. Look at what they're doing. All right. They will spin up this narrative. They will crash the prices, so to speak, because it's not illegal for them to do that. All right. And because at the same time, we have Mr. Wonderful here talking about this stuff. He's stacking up Bitcoin. He says it. He's like, yeah, but I'm getting my coins from clean miners, though. My coins are virgin coins, and they're coming from clean miners. Who's selling him Bitcoin right now? Because we know the largest buyers of Bitcoin right now, Grayscale, Cash App, right? Which is Square, and the Cash App, PayPal. So where is he getting his so-called Bitcoin from? Right? So again, he's buying it from one of those 3 that I stated before, or even from like Coinbase custody or Gemini or whatever the case is. All right. Do not listen to this negative narrative about Bitcoin institutions not coming here. It's not that we need them anyway, because we were the ones that got Bitcoins to these prices right now, all on our own, without the quote unquote institutions coming in. But again, even Pomp, he had a pension. He's already have pension funds invested in Bitcoin and the underlying asset already. So again, this noise about pension funds not coming and sovereign wealth funds not coming in, they're already here. Don't listen to the noise. And that's the only that's another thing. Larry said that's the reason why he started to get involved with it. All right, in that same, I'll look it up, man, on the Kitco News. In that same thing, he was talking about that's the only reason why he got involved in Bitcoin and everything was because sovereign funds were here, all right, and pension funds were here, and that the regulations started to ease up in these other countries, but not here in the U.S., but like in Canada and Switzerland, and all over Europe, they already have these funds that are invested in Bitcoin because the rules and regulations have eased up on Bitcoin and crypto in those jurisdictions. So he's like, well, I do business over there, so now I can invest in it from over there. Again, don't listen to they're saying one thing and doing one thing on the other side. All right, and we've seen this playbook before. Do not sell your Bitcoin to these guys. Although he claims he's getting virgin Bitcoin that he's getting is coming directly from your wallets. Do not sell your Bitcoin to these guys. That's it. Smash the like, hit that subscribe button, and notification bell to get notified when I upload new videos. Again, please do your own research. Everything will be linked in the description below. And don't listen to these liars, man. They are straight up lying to you. Peace.